Now let's send it over to Dalencia Jenkins. And Dalencia, is this weather expected to last all day, or is it starting to improve?
It's starting to improve. So any leftover rain that we'll have over the next few hours, that will be very isolated in nature. So that widespread rainfall that caused a lot of the flash flooding, like that car there on the JFX, that is moving out of here. So now more northern parts of the region is seeing that rain as it continues to move out of here. Speaking of Annapolis, that's where we're going to continue to see the threat for some coastal flooding. So moderate coastal flooding will be possible. The next high tide is actually in a couple of minutes there in Annapolis and even into Baltimore farther north and along the eastern shore. That's where we are going to continue to see the threat for coastal flooding. As far as the rain, this is a totally separate incident. The coastal flooding is due to the wind, but we did have some flash flooding. So some areas got in on an inch of rain already. So again, we do have some improvement, but there is some isolated showers that could pop up later into the afternoon. We'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. And tracking improving conditions for us here in the Baltimore Metro. It will turn a bit breezy, especially as we move into our Halloween. We'll talk more about that forecast in a few minutes.
Now let's bring in meteorologist Dalencia Jenkins. Dalencia, the hurricane is currently a Category 2, and where is it headed now?
It's headed north into the Bermuda region. So once again, Bermuda could be hit with another hurricane. It has not had a tough or easy season, hurricane season there, as another storm is barreling its way. Here's a look at Melissa right now. We're not seeing that defined eye that we saw earlier in the week, so it's not as strong of a storm, but still, a Category 2 hurricane is not one that you want to take lightly. It's just north of Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. Again, it will be headed towards the Bermuda region, still as a Category 2 hurricane, and then weaken as it continues farther north in the Atlantic. But still, it is a dangerous storm out there in the Atlantic. Here's a look closer to home in Annapolis. We got coastal flooding, and you can see this water has made it well to those businesses and covering the parking lot there. We just passed a high tide there in Annapolis. So coastal flooding is actually going to be something along the Chesapeake coastlines that we're going to be dealing with over the next few hours, as Baltimore still has yet to reach its next high tide. That will be at 150. So those low-lying areas, just be mindful that there will be some moderate coastal flooding over the next few high tides. Now our temperatures, we're looking at the 60s across the region, even cooler out in western Maryland, a tad bit warmer in the 60s along the eastern shore. We're going to warm up into around that mid to upper 60-degree range for today. We are going to clear out with that rain. It is now farther north, and we'll just have some isolated showers here and there into the evening hours. So conditions are certainly improving. The Ravens, they're playing today, but they're going to be down south in Miami taking on the Dolphins. It's going to be clear over there. 73 is going to be the temperature at kickoff. But then tonight here back at home, we're going to be in the 40s with a few clouds in the sky. And then even out in western Maryland, there could be some wintry mixing happening, as it is going to be significantly cooler out in the higher elevations. Looking ahead till tomorrow, we got Halloween. Partly cloudy skies, but that impact icon is on for tomorrow because of the wind. It can gust up to 40 miles per hour. So as many families are heading out for trick-or-treating, might have to hold on to the costume pieces because it is going to be very breezy. Temperatures will be in the 60s. It is going to be dry. And then looking more into that evening hour, as many people may be out and about. Again, that wind gust will be quite breezy, and we are looking at those temperatures falling into the 40s. Other than that, it is going to be dry. We have a few more shower chances here and there into the afternoon, but drying out significantly for most of us. Just windy tomorrow. Temperatures will be sticking around the 60s over the next few days. And then remember to fall back with those clocks on Saturday night for Sunday, because we will be getting darker and losing some daylight. It's going to be dry though. 60s will be the temperature for the next 7 days.
Final look at that forecast. It is going to improve.
It is improving.
Yeah.
So that is nice to see. It's still going to be quite dangerous with the coastal flooding along the Chesapeake coastline. But as far as the rain, we are drying out. Could be a few isolated showers here and there into the early parts of the afternoon, but dry tonight. 67 for today. Into tomorrow, we're looking at the 60s. Just going to be windy for the trick-or-treaters.
Thanks, Dalencia. Thanks for joining us for 11 News at noon. See you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.